Good morning. I hope everybody's doing well. This is your girl Tonetta. Like I said, happy Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. I just want to come on to you, of course, to let you all know what in the world is. It's a siren passing. Okay, here we go. What in the world is going on and what kind of changes you're seeing, I guess, when it comes to the information that I'm putting out. And just definitely, like I said, just some things that I've noticed when I've lately in life, I guess I put it that way as well. Um, as you all may know, of course, for the last year and a half, I've been talking about relationships and love and sex and all these types of things, which I love talking about that. But within all that, of course, all the folks that I've come in contact with, the folks I've been talking to, and the things I've been realizing that it has nothing to do with the relationships that we have. I know some of y'all are like, why don't it have anything to do with relationships? And it honestly doesn't. Let me tell you why. It has all to do with the way that you are, the inner you, your inner game. It has all to do with how well you've, of course, even tried to work through the situations in your life. I guess the healing and the traumas and all those types of things. Like I said, if you're not right, your relationships 9 times out of 10 will not be the relationship that you want to see and won't be right either. Like I said, at some point we have to understand that, and I had to understand that. In the back of my mind since early last year, I actually knew that, but I wasn't sure how to, of course, bring on this new information and not talk about the relationships anymore, that kind of thing. But I also had to realize that if I'm not doing the work and the mission and the passions and that kind of thing that I was put here to do, then what the heck am I doing? That I need to get a move on doing the things that I know that I'm supposed to be doing, I guess I put it that way. Yes, relationships are fine and dandy. We all need those. We all know the relationship is currency, or relationships are currency. But at some point, if we don't take a step back and look at ourselves to figure out why our relationships aren't as successful as we want them to be, and I'm mainly talking about the life relationships. Yes, of course, there's business relationships as well. It seems as though we do a little bit better in business to me, I guess from what I've seen, than it goes on with our own life. We could be succeeding well in business, but our lives are falling apart. Our wife or husband is leaving because we ain't spent time with them. Our kids have no idea who we are because we haven't spent time with them. Our partners are wondering what happened to the sex, what's going on. Like I said, we have to be right in order for our relationships with others outside of us to be right as well. And like I said, that's the arena that I'm pushing right now, I guess I put it that way, as a life coach. And like I said, that's definitely something that's been on my heart for a long time now, because I had to do it in my own life. I had to, of course, push past these things as far as the healing, all the traumas and the dramas, or as much as I could. The forgiveness, all the change in my mindset, because of course I'm not perfect. I do have days that I'm negative and things that's going on I'm upset about, that kind of thing as well. But of course I have to learn how to, and I have been learning how to, of course, shift more towards the positive. Of course, all the information I put out, I'm talking to myself too, not just y'all, because I have to remember all these things. I have to learn on these things as well, and I have to remember that I need these things in my life as well. And like I said, with me modeling, with me showing you all that I can do this and do that, I'm hoping that others will start moving down that same path as well. Because there's no reason why we should have any failing relationship with ourselves first or with others second. There's no reason why that should be happening. And like I said, definitely I'm on the tip of leadership. I know people talk about leaders being born and all this kind of thing. Yes, while that's true, leaders can also be built and cultivated as well. I'm here to tell y'all that all the seeds that's planted by me or other people, I know that leaders can, I guess, can be cultivated. There's though leadership is a set of skills that you have to learn in order to, of course, I can't say command your presence, but of course, in order to lead the people, in order to, of course, show the positive changes, of course, show what can happen with the organization, show what can happen with the group of people, and of course, plant those seeds, and of course, have those folks, of course, inspired as well. That's what leadership to me is. And like I said, we all can be leaders, whether it's the leadership of if you're a family of one, you're the only one that's in your household. If you're a leadership of one, that's fine. If you're a leadership of kids in your household, a spouse and that kind of thing, that's fine as well. Or if you're a leadership of a job, career, or business that you run, they're all one and the same to me. Like I said, we have to learn how to deal with ourselves and sit well with ourselves and sit quiet with ourselves in order to understand where we come from, what we want, what our expectations are, what our boundaries are going to be, all those types of things. And in my eyes, those things have been missing a lot lately. From what I've seen and from people and from the folks I've spoken with, and from actually just the things I just see in the world. Period. Like I said, for me, that's a problem. That's a problem that I'm willing to, of course, take some steps in and take some strides in to solve. And like I said, I know it may not be perfect action, that kind of thing. I know that, but I'm still going to be taking big action, whatever big action that is to me, I guess I put it that way. I can no longer think small about the things that's going on and how I can possibly help and all this kind of stuff. I have to think big about these things, knowing that I can help and I'm going to help. I guess I put it that way. It may be in my own little way. It may not be the way that you all want to see. And that's fine and dandy because this is my life and that's how I'm leading it. So like I said, I definitely have to be the leader of my own life and go forth in what I know. Not what others may say and this kind of thing. Yes, they can provide feedback, which some have, of course. Yes, and I thank you all for that. But like I said, I still have to make up my mind as far as what feedback I accept and what feedback I do not accept. So like I said, that's the same thing in you all's life as well. And like I said, it's just getting to a point where I knew that I had to make these changes. And like I said, it kept nagging and nagging and nagging. And so I want to come on here and let you all know what in the world was going on and what was changing. Also, with the bedroom candy, while I love talking about sex and toys and doing all these things and committed couples, I know that's part of the work I need to do. Is not all of it. So I'm actually leaving that company just to let you all know. So you all won't see any more posts about bedroom candy, at least in this season anyway. I put it that way. Maybe years later, you never know, I may join another company or start selling my own thing, whatever it is. But for right now, the season that I'm in is, and I'm looking to help y'all win at your inner game. Help you all get your inner game in order. Get your mindset in order. The inner game is the mindset, the perspective, our values, our beliefs, our characteristics. Our character, our integrity, all those types of things, our leadership skills and our leadership abilities. That's what I'm looking to do at this time. Like I said, the bedroom candy stuff and all the sex, that can wait. If we can't get ourselves right, the bedroom candy and the sex it will not work anyway. So like I said, we definitely have to, like I said, well, I have to push forward in that arena. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, I definitely just want to come on and let you all know that. What's going on, what's going to be different, what's happening, just in case you all start seeing other things like, okay, I thought she was talking about sex and relationships, what happened? And then also, with the leadership, I do want to also let you know that, of course, I'm getting back to making my sweets and cakes and pies and apples and all these types of things, because like I said, the sweets and the baking and the cooking, those are a lot of things that, of course, helped me heal along my journey for the last, 25 years, I think now. At least the last 25 years when I was creating it as a business and that kind of thing. And of course, giving some away. I was giving some away at some point as well. I've always loved baking, cooking. Back when I was a kid, 2, 3 years old, in the kitchen, stirring up the eggs in the morning with my great-great-grandmom, that kind of thing. Like I said, I've loved it since then. And I know how food, snacks, all that kind of stuff can bring people together and can bring out the happiness in people and can bring out a more positive mindset in people and can just bring out the smiles and, like I said, the kindness in people. And like I said, that's what I'm looking to, of course, implement into this world as well. I know that I have the gift of baking. I know that I've been knowing that. And like I said, that's something that I, of course, want to, but am starting back up. I guess I put it that way. The season I was in, the last season back a few years ago, me trying to push a business and that kind of thing for sweets, that was not the right season. I knew that. I had a lot of stuff going on with my partner. We're breaking up, all this stuff going on. People are dropping out my life. Different things were going on. And I knew that I could not focus 100% on that. So now I'm going to focus on that, I guess, to put it that way, in this season. I'm a lot more out of survival mode. I'm not running back and forth, doing all these things, trying to do this, do that, keep these folks happy, do all this, and leave myself in the way when I had to realize that myself came first in all those situations, regardless of who it was and what the heck was going on. So like I said, that's what I'm bringing to y'all in this season, I guess I put it that way. So I just want to say thank y'all for tuning into this video, and of course for still rocking with me on the things that I'm doing right now as a life coach in the leadership aspects, I guess I put it that way. And of course with my fun sweets as well, because I have to have some kind of adventure in my life, some kind of fun, some kind of happiness, something that brings me joy. And sweets, of course, is a thing that, of course, does that as well. Besides walking in nature, doing adventures, doing all this crazy stuff. And I'll share that more with y'all, too. But like I said, I definitely want to bring y'all this video this morning just to let you all know where I had to make some changes and where I had to pivot. So with that, I want to say again, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for still rocking with me after all these changes. And for those who don't, I understand that, because I know I'm not for everybody. But I know I'm for somebody out in this world. So, and that somebody needs to hear my voice and will, of course, be inspired with that. So with that, I want to say thank y'all, and of course, have a great rest of y'all day, y'all. Take care.